Well, our next guest is a retired U.S. Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, a fighter pilot, a flight instructor, and now an author. The book is titled Let's Take 'Em Flying, and it is the story of Bill Powley's 23-year career in aviation. I am honored to have him sitting with me here in the studio this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Of course, we go pretty far back. I've been able to watch you in action. I've been able to watch you teaching the young generation, and I've been able to see your passion for flying.
Don't take it too far back.
You're not that old, is that what you're saying?
Didn't we fly you and your son or something like that?
Yeah, way back when, his first flight.
Great time.
And so the book has always been, I think, something that you've had in the back of your mind.
Not necessarily, never on my bucket list. My whole life has been living a bucket list which was never on my bucket list. Military, flying, writing, whatever. It's just happened. And this book is an outgrowth of just a couple of things that fell into place that happened.
And so as you got your first copy and you were putting this together, what did it feel like to have your, because it's your story, what did it feel like to have your story put out there for others to read?
Well, it was kind of an outgrowth of Fane Bennett and I talked about writing a book about this flight program, which is the top program in the nation in high schools. And it just didn't come about. And then so I started thinking to myself, well, it'd be nice to write a memoir for my kids, just kind of a family thing, let them know what I've done, because we don't talk about it that much. And so the induction into the Flight Instructor Hall of Fame in 2017, a month later, going to my stepson's place to babysit his dog in Cincinnati, I had a week of not being able to do anything. And I wrote the book literally in 40 hours, writing 8 hours a day. If I hadn't gone up there, it may not have been written yet, because you know how around the house you're so busy.
Yeah,
you don't have that time.
Well, especially you, because you're still flying all the time there in Greenville.
Not necessarily. We got to get a better weather report.
Well,
here.
yes. The weather's not so perfect, but you have been continuously on the weekends. I've seen. I mean, it's a busy program.
It's a blessing. It really is busy, and the kids keep me doing it. I mean, how neat when they get out of the airplane after an orientation flight and they tell their teacher or instructor, "This is the neatest thing I've ever done in my life." You can't quit.
And you said too, it really breaks barriers.
It does.
For people. It shows them, like, a lot of these people have never been on a flight. They've never been in a plane.
Half my kids have never flown before, and it just opens their eyes to other possibilities. And even if they never fly again, they've had a great adventure. This is a spike that they'll remember for the rest of their life, going up in an airplane.
And this also has your beginnings, right?
Yes.
Talks a little bit about your career before the Flight Foundation.
Right. It's a story of my whole life, basically, very little snapshot, so it moves fairly quickly. As you can see, it's a fairly thin book. And I left a lot out so I can write the second volume.
Ooh, you're going to have to go dog sit again, right?
Right.
So you can
Exactly.
continue to write. What's been the response from people that have known you?
Well, the book comes out to everybody February 25th. I've got some advanced copies and I've given it to some people to read. And the people that know me, when they start reading it, they'll text or call and say, "What? Do you have a death wish or something? What are you doing? What have you been doing with your life?" You know, and I say, "No, I don't think that, but if you read the book, you might think that." But it's been, like I say, I have a guardian angel, and there's a lot of places in there where that comes into play.
Well, I am excited to read it. You've had an incredible, fascinating career that you continue to do. I love what you have done for so many young people here in our area, giving them such an incredible future in the aviation program. We're going to give everybody some information available on Amazon.com. The book is called Let's Take 'Em Flying by our good friend, retired Lieutenant Colonel Bill Powley. Great to have you on the show, sir.
Thank you, Amy.